Hey everyone, so I'm going to take you through my classroom setup. Unfortunately, I was going to show a video of it inside, but after the PSSAs, I kind of took everything down and it doesn't look as great as it could. So I'm going to take you through. So this is the door. This is where everyone comes in and out. Right next to that, there's a closet right here. I forgot to put that in. And there's a closet on the other side as well. That's for this closet up here is for my stuff, my coat, and stuff like that. This one down below is, any extra reading materials that the kids will need, any novels, anything like that will be in there. Right here is the tables for student supplies. So basically, anything that they need, glue, scissors, pencils, they're on these two tables right here. They have free access to them. Obviously, set up in the beginning of the year, my expectations for that, making sure that you don't just go back there because you want to. You actually have to need one of those things and make sure that we're actually using it in school that day. A bookshelf back here and a bookshelf back here. Up here, we have all the latest books. They're wonderful. The kids love them. And they kind of create a natural barrier because this would be where I sit right here while I'm doing my guided reading, and the kids love to come back to me while I'm meeting with another group. So these bookshelves kind of create a barrier or a reminder. Mr. Frost is busy right now. Let's come back soon. So, moving along, apparently I do have a teacher's desk, which I never sit in, so that's news to me. um, obviously I have a good vantage point, making sure that, when I am sitting here, when I am working with a kid here, I can see the whole class. Someone's messing around back here, someone's messing around back here. I can see that. Towards the front of the room, chalkboards on either side of the smartboard. And I think one of the biggest things that I was working on was representation, making sure that information is getting to everyone equally. So on both sides, if I have a message written over here, it's the same message written over here in case there's, a kid right here. Ooh, what happened? Right here who can't see that one over there. I'm going to move that back. There we go. Not embarrassing at all. All right. So, my smartboard front smack dab in the middle. This is where all the learning happens. This is where I am most of the time or walking around, while the kids are doing independent or group work. So, this is the door to our lovely closet that hasn't been cleaned out in a few years. It's beautiful back there. Tons of stuff from I'd say probably like mid 2000s. Um, and this is also where the children can hang up their coats if they would like to. Not much to say about this except for that door. I have to keep that door closed during the day because some kids will try and sneak back there if they get a chance. Uh, the main thing I have here is sorry if anyone's dizzy is the are the student seats. So I have them two, three, two, and then obviously I have only three over here because of that bookshelf. I have the students sitting next to someone who they feel comfortable with, because if we're doing group work or turn and talk to a partner, if the student doesn't feel comfortable talking to them, then they're not going to get any work done. They're not going to get anything from that lesson. Um, and right here, really quick, sorry, it is an opportunity. This is underneath the tables back here. There's cushions, so the students can go back there, grab a cushion, sit on the floor. It's my attempt at flexible seating. Again, we don't have much control over flexible seating or where the kids sit. I guess one of the questions is who would have to foot that bill. That would be me, 100%. Um, the the walls around, they're all chalkboard. If we took the paper down, they're all chalkboard, so there's nothing magnetic about them. Not very appealing to just look at, so we do cover them with paper. And then obviously the city of Philadelphia has requirements about what needs to be hung up. So, not laughing at that, obviously. They have, so we have to have our standards, our objectives of the day. We have to have our data walls, which is how the kids are doing in certain things. Um, so I don't have much control about that. I could do some decorating, and I do some decorating, but I took those down for PSSAs. Um, so I do have control like over where they sit, but I don't really have control in which they sit or things in which they sit. Um, and no control over the walls really, but I do think the class is pretty accessible to everyone. So I hope you liked learning about my classroom. Right here I have a teacher's desk right here, and there is a microphone there. So sometimes when we're doing like a reading comprehension, I'll have the kids come up and it'll be like a game show where they answer questions, and that is pretty fun. So any questions, feel free to let me know, and talk to you soon.